nightmares in my head. I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn, no closure, moving closer.
What's up, guys? Alright, so I am just in the garage here going to shoot a shot today and run you through how I prepare everything. I do have only this one light, it's just an old newer 60 watt continuous light for video, so that's why you're not really getting that beautiful studio setup, because I don't have anything more than this and I need that for the actual shot. I've got a it's called 26,000 vodka, an old bottle of vodka that I polished off the other day, and I'm just going to shoot that today. I was trying to use a 14 to 42 zoom lens to get the shot so you could see more of what I'm shooting. However, the problem is it's a minimum of 3.5 aperture, so it doesn't let a lot of light in, so I've had to use my 25mm I think it's 1.7 aperture, so that I can let a lot more light in. It just restricts that size that you're seeing, or the view of everything. So we're going to shoot this today. I'm thinking that I want to put it on a white backdrop, and that's because the photos that they've got on their website are quite dark and mysterious. I'll show you them now. So yeah, you can see they're quite dark and mysterious. You've got like this nice light sitting just around, or ring of light sitting around the bottle of vodka, and the rest is all dark. So that's what I'm thinking of using, kind of a, I don't know, a specific circular shot. Now what I'm thinking, and I don't have anything, is there's this thing called a snoot light, which like sends a circle beam of light down into one area, which would get that nice ring around the bottle of vodka. I don't have one, and it's not something that I would ever probably get because I wouldn't use it a lot, I don't think. So I'm just trying to figure out how I can create that circle beam of light and restrict all of the other light from hitting that white backdrop, because it's just bouncing off it and it's not creating that mysterious little look to it. Alright, so I have a plan. I've just got a old piece of foam board that I'm going to chop a circle in the middle of it, and then hopefully that will limit the amount of light that can go through the circle, and then create kind of like some blindfolds, or you know, like on the lights, the LED lights, they've got those like panels or wings that close in. Hopefully it does something like that. So let's have a look. So I've cut it out. I've got my little hole here. You can see it when it gets into the light somehow. There you go. And what we're going to do is shoot the light straight at the back of this board and try to create a circular circular lighting ring around the vodka bottle on that white backdrop. The white backdrop that I've got here was $24. I just searched around trying to find some like PVC backdrop, because with any sort of paper I find that it gets wet, and as a beginner I'm always getting it wet, and I was just throwing these you know, $2 papers away, which was costing a fortune. Found this for a discount. It was, I don't know, nearly 2 meters wide, and it's about 3 meters long, so it's really good for what we're doing here. It means I can make mistakes without worrying about it. Alright, cool, so I've got this light that I'm just going to move behind the other one. I'm going to remove that remove that tube and just have it as, I don't know, the raw light without any softbox or anything. I tried to use this big softbox, this one, with the mounts, but didn't work very well because I want that directional light. So I'm going to remove that top, keep it raw, and just shoot it straight at this circle foam board that I have here. Alright, so I'm going to have to duck down a little bit because the bench is a little bit low, but what you can see is I've actually created that light just from using that old foam board, chopping a hole in it with a Stanley knife, and it's created this nice ring around the back of my vodka bottle. What I'm going to do now is just try to center it so that it fits right behind it, and it then reflects into that glass bottle, so you're getting a nice visual of the liquid inside. Alright, so what we are getting at the moment with this first light shot from the foam board that we created is that shadow going down the side there, which might be nice in a good shot or in a different video. But in this specific one, what we're seeing from the brand is they really like that clean look. So I'm just trying to rack my brain around, okay, if it's creating a shadow from the direction it is, can I move the light to the front of the shoot and shoot backly direct? But what that's going to do is create a shadow behind the bottle, and then that's going to have a lot of darkness back there, which we don't want. We want that clean circle. So I'm thinking that we're just going to shoot directly at the backdrop and not touch the bottle in any way, and that should then bounce off and create a lot of visibility inside the bottle. So we'll give that a go and see how it goes. Yeah, so you can see tons better. The shadow's now gone, the bottle's sitting in front of that light. Let's have a look at what it looks like from the camera's point of view. Cool, so we're getting that beautiful light ring around the bottle, which emphasizes the brand and what they've already done with their drinks. That's what we're going to look at. I'm just going to do a little bit of light movement so that it kind of comes into view like you see a lot of people doing with the products. I'm just going to move the light from left to right, up, down, move it around, and just see how that turns out. Awesome, so I got a few shots like that. I've got, I think it was like $20, like an electronic Lazy Susan that will just turn my bottle around for me. I'll do a few shots like that with the, also with the light moving so that it's introducing that product while spinning. So you got a couple of different movements because everybody loves the movement side of things. So I'm just gonna throw that down, take a few shots with it. Okay, cool. So we're in the office, we're in front of the computer screen, and what we're going to do is jump on to DaVinci Resolve, and we're going to have a look at that last half of the video clip for the 26,000 vodka shot. So jumping into DaVinci, there's only a few things that we want to run through. Movement, camera settings, color grading, music, that type of thing. In regards to movement, first off, I didn't have much movement. This is the only clip that I actually had any movement in. And what I did is I pushed the camera out of focus, pushed it into focus as I got up next to the pouring bottle. And I had my fiance pour the bottle because obviously I wouldn't be able to do it all myself. The rest of the clips were all on a tripod stationary, whether it's bird's eye view like this clip or whether it was front view like this clip. It was all stationary. In regards to a few of these, which were kind of focus elements, I pretty much just tried to make it a little bit more exciting. So in this clip here, I've focused on the bottle and then I changed the focus down to the glass as I had a zoom effect going down. And then the other ones are just representing the next step in the story, which is how do you pour the product into a glass? What does it look like when it's in the glass? How would you finish off the product and present it? And then the hero shot at the very end, which is all the jittery text or digital glitch text alongside just a nice sort of zoom panned in view of the glass filled with vodka next to the actual vodka itself. So nothing super complicated. At the start of the video clip, we're obviously telling or introducing the vodka bottle by using that like moody black dark feeling, introducing it. And then in the next half of it, which are these clips, these pouring shots, we're showing how do you pour it, how do you present it, and then how would you consume it. Other than that, the camera settings wise, I was using pretty much 120 frames per second to really slow down the water as much as possible. Double that for shutter speed, so 250. Aperture was about 3.5 f-stop. And then what I did is I just color graded it a little bit. I don't know a lot about this kind of thing, so I'm not going to talk to you about nodes or anything that's involved in color grading from a DaVinci Resolve level. There's many more professionals that can do that, but I just used 2 nodes today, one for white balance or exposure, and then one for the actual color grading or the LUT that I put over top of it. In this regard, you can see if I click on one of these images, all I'm doing is lifting the whites up so they're nice and white and pulling the blacks down so that they're nice and black. The other thing I did also was use the shadows, so pull the shadows down so that it was getting really dark and moody. And then alongside that, I just used a color LUT, which I got from Daniel, the famous Daniel Schiffer. In this regard, it was Vintage Look 3, his package, and I used cassette and just threw that on top of it, and it just pulled it out really nicely. It just made it look a lot nicer, a lot moodier, and I didn't have to muck around making my own, so definitely recommend that. So that's pretty much how I created the video for the 26,000 vodka shot. As always, guys, if you do have feedback, throw it down below in the comments, please, because I want to learn stuff, and I also want to know what I've done right in different circumstances, and we're all here to develop and get better ourselves. That's why you're along in this journey with me. So please like and subscribe, guys, as always, and thank you very much for following along.